What's up, gang? So, quick video to talk about some of the jumping that we're going to be doing in the class today. We're going to be focusing on a little bit of jumping throughout the entire month here over the next 4 or 5 weeks. It's one of those things that we were talking about in the morning where you do it a lot when you're a kid, and then one day you just stop jumping, and for a lot of us, we never start back up again. The more you jump, or the more frequently you jump, the better you are. It's a lot like a clean or a snatch in that regard. It's a wave of kind of coordination and contractions that when you practice it, you're better at it, and when you don't practice it, it falls out of practice. So don't be surprised today if you go to jump and you're like, man, that's harder than it used to be, or I don't feel like quite as springy as I once did. We can get it back, but it starts with approaching it just like any other skill. So we're going to talk about a whole bunch of different components of jumping and landing over the course of the month. But for today, I want you to imagine that jumping is more than just getting yourself up off the ground. You can include your entire body to either help you or hinder you, I guess, jumping if you're not really giving it the thought that it deserves. And you can take a lot away from it. So we're going to talk today about incorporating some of the arm swinging that we've done for warm-ups in the past to help generate some of the upward momentum that you're going to use in a vertical or even horizontal kind of jump. What I want you to think about is these arm swings should be very much like your kettlebell swing. If I were to take my hands and have like an imaginary kettlebell going there between my knees, the setup should be very similar. The only difference is we're going to allow the hands to travel even further back behind us because we're able to use that kind of range of motion there to generate some upward momentum for the jumps. So in our warm-ups, when we're doing the arm swings, when we're getting prepared to jump, I want you to really take these arm swings for everything they're worth. Get the body positioned into something that's pretty athletic. You may even find that you can kind of rock onto your heels a little bit. But this is very much a kind of hinging motion. It is not a squatting motion. You're not going to get a very good vertical jump if you're squatting and then jumping. We're going to hinge ourselves over and then go for the jump. So, like I said, make your focus today. How can I incorporate, how can I blend this swinging motion into a good upward shot, very much, like I said, like you would do for a clean or a snatch. When we do the jumps today, they're going to be right next to a wall. The idea is once you go for that arm swing, you touch the wall, and we're going to try to get the same spot, like as high as you can, like we're doing some one-rep efforts here, as high as you can on the wall, and just see over the course of the month if we're able to improve that a little bit. If not, for actual height, the feel and the quality of how the jumps are going. So have fun with it, and let's see if we can make our jumps a little bit better this month.